Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice trigonometry math problem, which is sin x plus cos x. This is equal to 1 over 5. So what is the value of tan x, given that x ranges from 0 to 2 pi? Now, let's provide a solution from here. So we have sin x plus cos x. This is equal to 1 over 5. Now, from the trigonometry identity that states that sin squared x plus cos squared x, this is equal to 1. Now, let's make cos squared x the subject of the formula, so that we have cos squared x, this is equal to 1, subtract sin squared x. To solve for cos x here, let's introduce a square root on both sides, so that we have cos squared x, this is equal to square root of 1 minus sin squared x. So let's eliminate the square root sign here, so that cos x, this is equal to the square root of 1 minus sin squared x. Now let's substitute where we have cos x with the square root of 1 minus sin squared x. So we have sin x plus cos x, which is now square root of 1 minus sin squared x. This is equal to 1 over 5. The next step is to take sin x on the right hand side, so that we have the square root of 1 minus sin squared x. This is equal to 1 over 5, subtract sin x. Now the next step is to square on both sides. Let's square on both sides from here, so that now we eliminate this square root sign. Here we have 1 minus sin squared x. This is equal to 1 over 5 minus sin squared x raised to the power of 2. This is sin x. So this is 1 minus sin squared x. This is equal to 1 over 5 minus sin x raised to the power of 2. So from here, this is in the form of a minus b to the power of 2, which can be expressed as a to the power of 2 plus b to the power of 2, subtract 2ab. Let's apply this identity, so that we have 1 minus sin squared x. This is equal to 1 over 5 raised to the power of 2. This is 1 over 25 minus 2 over 5 sin x. Then we have plus sin squared x. The next step is to take 1 minus sin squared x on the right hand side. So this means we have 1 over 25 minus 2 over 5 sin x plus sin squared x, then plus sin squared x, subtract 1, and this is equal to 0. Now, the next step from here, we have sin squared plus sin squared. This is 2 sin squared x, then minus 2 over 5 sin x, then 1 over 25, subtract 1. This is minus 24 over 25, and this is equal to 0. Now, this is a quadratic equation in terms of sin x, and so for sin x, we apply the quadratic formula, which is minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2 times a. From this quadratic equation here, we have that a is equal to 2. We have that b is equal to negative 2 over 5. And we have that c is equal to negative 24 over 25. So let's substitute a, b, and c in this formula here. So this means that we have sin x. This is equal to minus 2 over 5 plus or minus, we have the square root of, this is negative 2 over 5 raised to the power of 2, then subtract 4 times, we have a which is 2, then times c which is negative 24 over 25 divided by 2 times 2. So this is equal to negative times negative 2 over 5. This is equal to 2 over 5 plus or minus the square root of negative 2 over 5 squared. This is 4 over 25. Then we have minus 4 times 2. This is minus 8 times minus 24 over 25. This is equal to plus 192 divided by 25. And everything here divided by 2 times 2, it is 4. So this implies that we have sine x, this is equal to 2 over 5 plus or minus, we have the square root of, now the FCM here, this is 25. So 25 divided by 25, this is 1. 1 times 4, this is 4. Plus 25 divided by 25 is 1 times 192. This is 192. Everything here divided by 4. So this means we have 2 over 5 plus or minus, we have the square root of 4 plus 192. This is 196 divided by 25. Then divided by 4. So this is to mean that sine x, this is equal to 2 over 5 plus or minus the square root of 196, this is 14, divided by square root of 25, which is 5, then everything here divided by 4. So we have sine x, we have two possible values of sine x. We have 2 over 5, subtract, now when we have plus 14 over 5 divided by 4, then we have sine x is equal to 2 over 5 subtract 14 over 5 divided by 4. So now we have the first case here, sine x is equal to 2 over 5 plus 14 over 5. So here we have 5 is the FCM. 5 divided by 5 is 1 times 2, this is 2, plus here we have 14. So this means that here we have 16 over 5 divided by, here we divide by 4, divided by 4 over 1. So this means that we have sine x here as 16 over 5 multiplied by 1 over 4. Now if you simplify here, 16 divided by 4, this is 4, and this means that sine x is 4 over 5. This is the first value of sine x, which is 4 over 5. Now let's solve for the second value of sine x, which is 2 over 5 minus 14 over 5 divided by 4. The first sine x is equal to 4 over 5. The second now, sine x, this is equal to, now we have 2 over 5, subtract 14 over 5. The LCM here is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1 times 2, this is 2. Subtract 14. So this is the same thing as negative 12 divided by 5, then divided by 4. 4 is our number, so this is over 1. So we have negative 12 over 5 multiplied by 1 over 4. So if we simplify here, minus 12 divided by 4, this is 3. So we have the second value of sine x. This is equal to negative 3 over 5. So we have that case 1, we have the value of sine x is equal to 4 over 5. And in case 2, we have the value of sine x being equal to negative 3 over 5. Now, if we have a graphical representation here of xy plane, we have that sine is equal to the opposite over hypotenuse. So sine here, like sine of 4 over 5, hypotenuse is 1. Now, in this case, we have that the angles that are above the plane, this is what we have, the positive sine x. This is sine x is positive 4/5. So these are the angles above the plane. Now, sine x, which is minus 3/5, these are the angles below the plane. Now, we have that x ranges from 0 to 2 pi. 2 pi is the same thing as 360 degrees. Now, the question here, the question is, what is tan x? Tan x is equal to sine x divided by cos x. Now, we have the first sine x is equal to 4/5. So let's solve the tan x, given sine x is 4/5. Now, you have that sine x plus cos x, this is equal to 1/5. Substituting sine x, which is 4/5, plus cos x, this is equal to 1/5. Now here, cos x, this is equal to 1/5, subtract 4/5. And here we have 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1 times 1, this is 1. Minus 5 divided by 5 is 1 times 4, this is 4. So we have cos x, in this case, this is equal to negative 3/5. So for tan x, in the first case, tan x is equal to sine x, which is 4/5, multiplied by negative 5/3. So here we simplify 5 and 5, and this means that tan x is equal to negative 4/3. This is the first value of tan x, negative 4/3. Now, in the second case, we have sine x, this is equal to negative 3/5. Now, let's solve for cos x. Remember, sine x plus cos x, this is equal to 1/5. So sine x is negative 3/5 plus cos x, this is equal to 1/5. So let's take negative 3/5 on the right hand side, so that cos x is equal to 1/5 plus 3/5. The LCM here is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1 times 1, this is 1, plus 5 divided by 5 is 1 times 3, this is 3. So we have cos x is equal to 4/5. Now let's solve the second value of tan x. We have tan x, this is equal to sine x, which is negative 3/5, multiplied by cos x, which is equal to, in this case, we'll have 5/4. So let's simplify 5 and 5 here, so that now we have the second value of tan x being equal to negative 3/4. So we have two solutions here for tan x. So tan x is negative 3/4, or we have tan x is equal to negative 4/3. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and kindly subscribe. See you in the next video.